the government is planning a mandatory filter for the internet. Now, there are a lot of arguments for and against this idea, but once you get past these and step back a little bit, it seems to be that this is an argument between two different generations about their competing perceptions about what the internet actually is. Now, one side seems to be the generation that for when they were growing up, the idea of personal computers was something a long way off, or maybe something that was happening around them at the time. Now, this group of people came to the internet later on in life, usually for work purposes. We'll call these people internet immigrants. On the other hand, there's the generation who grew up with computers, who get a little surprised when they hear about the time that the internet didn't exist. Now, for this group, the technology is so enmeshed with their life that they no longer actually see it as technology, that they see it as the way that they conduct their own lives. This group we'll call internet natives. The debate over the clean feed is essentially between internet immigrants and internet natives, and their perceptions of what the internet actually is. Now, for internet immigrants, the internet is just nothing but another media source. And they know what media sources are. They're things like television, and books, and radio, and CDs, and DVDs, and 8-track tapes. Now, in Australia, we have an Office for Classification, which decides what can be viewed in Australia and how it should be rated. And if the internet is just another media source, then it too should be put up for classification, and in some cases, even censored. For internet natives, they see it as a completely different beast. They see the internet as more like a street. And like a street, there are different houses, and inside different houses we have different rooms, and in those rooms we've got bits of content. Over there, there's a Facebook house, and down there is a house where we can buy foreign music. Now, if we're going to classify the internet, do we go into each house and classify each item? Or, if we find something that we don't like, do we ban the house outright? Now, here's the thing. The government is very keen to get their filter into place, and I believe it will happen. However, at some point in the not too distant future, more internet natives are going to find themselves in decision-making positions. So the question in my mind is, will the clean feed survive the future?